Good morning and thank you for coming today. First, I'd like to introduce, we have Senior Investigator Wayne Mattice from the New York State Police BCI, Sergeant Michael Shang, the Sergeant in charge of our investigation unit, Christina Pearson, the Montgomery County District Attorney, Carl Rust, our Undersheriff here at the Sheriff's Office, and Justin Smith, our Patrol Lieutenant here at the Sheriff's Office. My name is Sheriff Jeffrey T. Smith, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. As most of you know, on Wednesday, January 14th at approximately 12:15 in the afternoon, the Montgomery County 911 Dispatch Center received a call reporting a suspect with a knife actively stabbing people at a residence on Log City Road in the town of Amsterdam. First and foremost, our thoughts and best wishes are with the victims of this heinous crime. We are thankful that they are expected to make full physical recoveries, although we recognize that they will live with the emotional aftermath of this incident for the rest of their lives. Out of respect for the victims' privacy, we will not be releasing their names, exact addresses, or where they work. The suspect, Chad A. Pasillo, age 29, of Log City Road, town of Amsterdam, was taken into custody at the scene. He has since been arraigned in the town of Amsterdam court and remanded to the Montgomery County Correctional Facility in lieu of $100,000 cash, $500,000 bond, and is scheduled to reappear at a later date. In this incident, there were 3 victims, 1 adult male, 1 adult female, and a 4-month-old infant. All 3 victims were transported to Albany Medical Center and treated. The suspect was transported separately to St. Mary's Hospital in Amsterdam. At this time, all individuals involved have been released from medical care. The victims will continue to receive follow-up medical care as needed. Initial responding deputies deployed taser technology to assist in taking the suspect into custody after he failed to comply with verbal commands. The suspect's injuries were not caused by law enforcement actions, but rather were the result of his own actions during the commission of this attempted murder. At this point in the investigation, we have been unable to establish a specific motive. There was a brief interaction between the suspect and the adult male victim prior to the stabbing, but nothing that would have predicated or justified this attack. Our investigation shows the suspect had initially left the property, then returned in a vehicle and began stabbing the adult male. As the incident unfolded, the adult female exited into the garage area while holding the infant after hearing the disturbance. The suspect then stabbed both the adult female and the child. The adult female was able to retreat to safety and remained on the phone with 911 dispatchers, providing critical real-time information to responding units. During the incident, the suspect attempted to force entry into the home and at one point even went after the family pet. He ultimately ended up in the driveway where deputies safely took him into custody. I cannot stress enough the importance of partnerships and teamwork in situations like this. I want to recognize the outstanding and seamless cooperation among the New York State Police, the Amsterdam Police, the Amsterdam Fire Department, the Hageman Fire Department, the Montgomery County DA's Office and District Attorney Christina Pearson, and all divisions at the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, including 911 dispatch, EMS and emergency services, patrol, investigations, and administration. Our 911 dispatchers taking the initial call, staying on the line, trying to having a calm victims and to the first responders. Every agency and every individual involved played a critical role in rendering immediate medical aid, holding the suspect accountable, securing the scene, and protecting lives. I am extremely proud of the professionalism, coordination, and dedication shown by everyone involved. This response truly reflects the strength of our public safety partnerships and commitment to our community. As you can imagine, there's still work to be completed on this case, but we are thankful to be standing here today not talking about 3 homicides and an officer-involved shooting, and the actions and the response by everyone involved made the difference in that situation. Thank you. Any questions?
So you can confirm that they're neighbors?
I can confirm that they live on Log City Road.
And I know that the suspect has a history, a violent history? He was also arrested a few years ago for another stabbing?
Yeah, there was a case from 2021 in the city of Amsterdam where he was charged with assault in the second degree.
When it comes to that case, was the suspect ever had probation or sent to this jail before in addition to this, or is this his first time with that aspect of something like that?
District Attorney, would you like to address that?
As it relates to that prior case, he was sentenced to 2 years probation. He successfully completed probation, complied with all the terms and conditions, and was terminated early, discharged early.
Was the suspect under any drugs or under the influence of anything?
Not to our knowledge. The suspect was treated at St. Mary's Hospital, examined, and released into our custody without incident.
Mental health? Does he have issues with mental health?
You know, again, he was examined by staff at the hospital, both physically and mentally, and released to our custody without incident.
To make sure I'm 100% right, is he still in custody or is he released?
No, he's in custody. He's in our correctional facility as we speak.
And is there any sort of bail or bond?
Yes, he's in on $100,000 cash bail or $500,000 bond, returnable at a later date to the town of Amsterdam.
Is there any prior history between these individuals?
The only, we researched that as part of the investigation. The only incident was about a month ago. There was a call that he was trespassing on their property, and deputies responded and informed him that he's not allowed to do that, not to be on the property, and did everything that the victim asked us to do at that point in time, and there was no further incidents that night or following.
What was the encounter? Can you describe the encounter they briefly had before the stabbing took place?
It was just a general discussion. The victim, I believe, was doing some outside work, and he approached and had a discussion, and simply said, I'm busy here. I need to keep doing the work that I have to get done today, and he left the property, and that was it. Nothing that would have, like I said, been indicative of this type of attack.
So for the prior stabbing, there was no jail time. It was just 2 years probation. Is that correct?
I can elaborate on that as well. He was charged with an attempted assault second for the prior as possession of a weapon. That case, the facts and evidence, completely different from this case here. That case had potential justification, self-defense. So there was no jail. It was, probation was offered.
Did he take the plea, and what did he plead to?
He did take the plea. He pled to criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree.
Are you going to be presenting this case to the grand jury?
At this point, I don't have a date set for that. We're still waiting for, it's still an ongoing investigation. Evidence collected, I don't have a date set.
Yeah, as stated earlier, there's a lot of work to still be completed. We want to make sure that every T is crossed and every dot is I, or every I is dotted, I'm sorry, for, to hold him accountable and out of respect to the victims in this heinous incident.
What kind of weapon did he use?
It was a knife.
What kind of knife?
We won't get into specifics of evidence collection, but, needless to say, it was certainly something that caused physical injury to multiple people.
How serious were the injuries to the individual?
So they were all released. They were all treated and released. The adult male victim is a little more serious, took more medical care, and we'll have a lot of follow-up appointments. But, again, that's the extent of what I can release for specifics.
How fast was the response time?
From the sheriff's office and the troopers and the Amsterdam police?
First on scene.
Patrol lieutenant, do you remember exactly? It was roughly 3 minutes, a little more than 3 minutes for the first unit to arrive on scene. And again, that's great, but again, it all depends on where you are at the time of a call comes in and where the call is located, right? It could have been shorter, but it also could have been a lot longer. We're just happy that they were able to get there in time and actually place a suspect in custody immediately, which aided drastically in the conclusion of the incident at the address.
Was it state police or was it the sheriff's office that deployed the tasers?
It was sheriff's deputies.
Are you currently still in contact with the victims, and can you give any update on their mental state, anything that they've said?
We are in contact with the victims. They seem to be doing well as anybody could be expected. Obviously, when an incident takes place at your home and your family all sustain physical injury, it's traumatic. But we're being very courteous of their rights and their privacy, and we're doing everything we need to do for the case, all while supporting them as much as we can.
Any interest discussed by the victims about order protection or anything like that?
Order protections were requested and issued from the court. Okay? Thank you all very much.